Hello from San Antonio, this is Sarante Rowe. Welcome back to another Pick a Card reading. When will he or she contact me again? For this reading, I am using 4 different decks: Golden Tarot, Smith Waite, DeBry, Mystifying Oracle. I will shuffle and pull 4 cards from each deck to form 4 different piles. All of my Pick a Card readings are for the general collective for entertainment purposes. If anything does resonate, that could be synchronicity, but I am always available for private, in-depth personal readings, which are done on the webcam as pre-recorded videos. All of my information, my prices, my PayPal address is included in each and every description box. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. 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 Bueno, 4 beautiful piles. This is pile 1. It's subtle, but it has this beautiful striation. This is pile 2. This is pile 3. And this is pile 4. If you chose pile 1, here is your reading. Breathe in, breathe out. It's all going to be okay. We have 4 of hearts, 4 of cups, 4 of clubs, 4 of wands, 10 of hearts, 10 of cups, 9 of diamonds, 9 of pentacles, 9 of pentacles again, 5 of wands, Ace of swords, 9 of cups, Ace of wands, Judgment, Queen of swords, 4 of pentacles, the Hierophant, Page of pentacles, 5 of wands, and strength. I'm trying to move away from pulling clarifiers. I feel like this is plenty of cards. It's just a matter of going in deep and taking it row by row and then assessing the big picture. It's like I say a lot at this channel, when I do private readings for clients, I do minimal 6-card spreads in the interest of clarity. My clients have specific questions, and my job as a reader is to provide clear, concise answers. So, when I'm doing these minimal 6-card spreads, the first row takes on heightened significance. For the pick a card readings, there are more cards, and I have just found the way it works, invariably, the last row tends to tie it all together. So if there's any confusion, I look for clarity in the last row. It is significant that we have 9 of Pentacles in the first row and again in the last row. What I get from this is that your person is doing some intense work on themselves. It could be that this person has had a pattern in the past of getting involved in relationships because there was some codependency. They didn't like being alone. I feel like they're having some kind of awakening, some kind of rebirth where they are learning to be alone and be okay with being alone. I do get the sense that this person has strong sexual desire for you. There could be romantic feelings as well, with the 9 of Cups in the last row. And we have 10 of Cups in this row. So I feel like there are romantic feelings. I don't think they're in love with you right now, but there is the potential for this turning into a committed relationship eventually, with 4 of Wands and 10 of Cups and 9 of Cups in the last row. However, this person's main focus right now is on being independent and creating abundance in his or her life. They could be having this period of phenomenal creativity. If this person is a writer, they could be working on a manuscript, fiction or nonfiction. They could be writing a memoir inspired by their relationships. If they're a musician, they could be recording some new music or learning a new instrument. but I feel like they're working on some kind of creative project. For Nine of Pentacles to show up over Ace of Wands in the first row. I don't see that so much as being about sex, although I do feel like they have strong sexual attraction for you with all these wands. There's definitely attraction here. The Hierophant, that's tradition, that's conformity, that's Taurus. This is a, well, all my readings are pretty much timeless, but for this reading, I'm going to try to find out when this person's going to contact you, but I just caught myself there because usually my readings are timeless. Anyway, we're coming up on the new moon in Taurus tomorrow, April 22nd. It happens at 8:45 p.m. in San Antonio, Central Standard Time in America. And it's going to be conjunct Uranus in Taurus, and it's going to be square Saturn in Aquarius. So in this context, what I see is that this person they could be creating something that's very outside the norm, very controversial, very innovative, something that has that Aquarius, Uranus flavor to it. I'm thinking of Frank Zappa, you know. Frank Zappa was a very experimental, avant-garde musician. So whatever this person is currently working on, whatever they're creating, it's very unusual, it's very innovative, is what I'm getting from this first row. So this new moon is probably affecting this person in a big way. They could have some planets in Taurus, they could have some planets in Aquarius. But I'm seeing a period of intense creativity and growth for this person. They're not focused on relationships right now. They're focused on themselves and their growth and their creativity, their creative work. They're fighting for ownership over their life. They are fighting for balance. I'm seeing a big wake-up call from the universe. A wake-up call from the universe can come from any number of sources. It can come in any variety of ways. You can have this wake-up call when you lose someone close to you to death, family member or close friend. It can be when you encounter your own mortality, when you get a diagnosis. It can be when a relationship that means a lot to you fails and you have to look long and hard at yourself and at your patterns and be accountable. Say, what did I do to create this? So this person's in a very serious, intense energy right now. I don't see them being lighthearted. I don't see them being focused on flirtation or sex. They're focused on themselves is what I'm getting. Anything they could offer you right now would be minimal because they're fighting for agency, for ownership of their own life is what I'm getting. It could be when this person does contact you again, it could be very romantic, it could be very purposeful. They could be saying, look, I want to work on something substantial with you. I feel this attraction. We've known each other for a while, and I'm ready to really commit to this connection, take it to the next level, turn it into a relationship. They could possibly be contacting you in Gemini season because we have Ace of Swords over Queen of Swords. Ace is the beginning, and Gemini is the first air sign in the air trinity. Gemini season begins in late May. So there is a possibility they'll contact you in Gemini season. And when they do contact you, it's going to be romantic. They're ready for something substantial. They've done the work on themselves, and they've had this wake-up call. So they're going to be in the head space and the heart space for something that is way beyond casual. This is significant. They're learning to cultivate love for themselves. This person is in the process of raising their vibration. This wake-up call could lead them to the epiphany, the realization that you are their wish fulfillment. You are someone they can have a gratifying relationship with. It's always auspicious, it's always positive when strength shows up in the last row, especially as the last card. This does suggest longevity. It suggests a relationship that will last. So, for signifier, we have Queen of Swords. I'm seeing possible Aquarius and Taurus energy for your person. You could have air and water in your chart, one example of many. You could have your sun in Gemini or Aquarius. You could have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio moon. Three threes. 3 is the most high vibration number. That's Jupiter, Sagittarius. So there's tremendous optimism, positivity for pile 1. High vibration. This person is not lazy. This person is not self-indulgent. This person is working very hard on themselves. They're working very hard to raise their vibration and come fully into consciousness. So we have 6, Venus, love, and we have 9, Mars, Aries. They're doing the work. They have this renewed enthusiasm for life. 5 is Mercury, Gemini, Virgo. Strong communication. I feel like, again, when this person contacts you, it's going to be very strong, honest, purposeful communication. Let's get together. Let's do this. So that's pile 1. And if you chose pile 2, we have 9 of Wands, Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the Sun, 9 of Wands, 3 of Cups, Death, the Star, Queen of Pentacles. So we have the King and Queen of Pentacles in the same row, separated by the 9 of Wands, and 9 of Wands shows up as the first card, so that's significant. Queen of Wands, 10 of Wands, the Hanged Man, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands. I feel like this person is going to contact you when the moon is in Aries. So that's super soon. I think the moon is in Aries now. We have the new moon in Taurus. I think it's going to be at 3 degrees Taurus tomorrow, the 22nd. They could contact you when the moon goes into Aries again, the next cycle. They could also contact you in Leo season, which begins in late July. But with all these wands, they're probably going to contact you when the sun or the moon is in a fire sign. So possibly the next Aries moon, or when the sun is in Leo, late July. There's strong desire here. We do have the sun, which is Leo. Strong desire, strong physical attraction. And sometimes I'll get a comment when I call out a specific time, like Aries season, Taurus season, whatever. I'll get a comment saying, that's way too long. As long as you're stuck in that mode of thinking, as long as you're stuck in the linear 3D time, you're going to continue to be disappointed, and you're going to be impatient, and you're going to be stuck at a low vibration. You got to go beyond the linear time first and foremost, and you've got to go beyond having expectations. You've got to find a way to be totally okay with yourself and your life. And when this person comes back into your life, it's just a bonus. It's the frosting on the cake. You are the cake. You've got the cake. So I don't recommend that anyone sits and waits around for someone to contact them. This is just for fun. I mean, I know sometimes, a lot of times, apparently, my readings resonate with people, but the emphasis here is on entertainment purposes. So don't get too emotionally attached to any of these pick a card readings. If you're really wanting to know how someone's feeling or when they're going to contact you again, I'm always available for personal readings. But the emphasis here is on fire, sexual desire. This person could have strong fire in his or her natal chart. And we do have the Queen of Wands over the Ace of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and or Mercury. We have the Wife and Husband card, King and Queen of Pentacles, sandwiching the Nine of Wands. So I feel like a lot of you, you've known this person for a while. If this person is not married to someone else, if this is not a third-party situation, then I would say that their focus is very much on creating abundance for themselves. Their focus is on money. They're working their ass off. I do feel like when they contact you, it is going to be romantic with the Page of Cups. And with this Ace and this 10, it could be, for some of you, we have two aces. We have the Ace of Wands twice. For some of you, it could be you've gone through cycles with this person, and you're coming up on a new cycle with Ace of Wands twice. I'm really seeing Leo season to have Ace of Wands twice, Ace of Wands over the Sun, and then we have the Star. So the Sun is Leo, the Star is Aquarius. We have that polarity, that Leo-Aquarius axis. That further emphasizes that this person could contact you in Leo season. Even though there's strong desire, there's strong physical attraction, there's not a sense of urgency because we don't have any Knights. So this person is not racing in because they're thirsty. They're not trying to just get with you and have this sexual fling. I feel like the desire here is for a substantial relationship. That could also be what the King and Queen of Pentacles is about. It could be that this person wants to finally take this from connection to relationship, and this could possibly lead to marriage. For Six of Pentacles to be over Three of Cups in the last row, this may have been a situationship at one time. It may have been a friends with benefits situation. It may have seemed like it was just casual sex. And if that's the case, there is the potential here for this going from connection to relationship in the immediate future, when this person contacts you again, probably in Leo season. But with 3 major arcana here, Leo, the Sun, Star, Aquarius, the Hangman, Pisces, there's no urgency. This person is not rushing in like the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords. They're not rushing in to nail this down. You've known each other for a while for the Nine of Wands to show up twice, and again, 10 of Wands and the Ace of Wands twice. You've been in this connection for years, I would say, in most cases. But I feel like when they do contact you, it is going to be romantic, and there is the potential for this going from, the possibility of this going from connection to a full-fledged relationship. So, you probably both have strong earth and fire in your natal charts. One example of many. This person could have their sun in Leo, moon in Taurus. You could have your sun in Taurus, moon in Sagittarius, something similar. But there's such an emphasis in this spread on fire and earth. All we have for cups is the 3 of Cups and the Page of Cups, telling me this was probably not a substantial romantic relationship. This is someone you've known, maybe you flirted, maybe you were friends for a while. So I don't really see any toxicity here. I don't see any negativity. This person holds you in very high regard. It could be, in some cases, that you've been friends for years on social media with the sun over the star. You probably have things in common. You probably have shared values. You could be the same religion if you're religious, or you could both be on a spiritual path. You could both be intensely creative, writing, art, music. But again, I'm seeing the potential here for a substantial relationship in the 3D. So we have a 6, that's Venus, which rules Taurus and Libra. True love, this person values you. 5, Gemini, Virgo, Mercury, communication. 3, the highest vibration, that is Jupiter, Sagittarius. 2, Cancer, the moon. You probably have good moon synastry. You probably understand each other. You probably have things in common. 3 and 2, that's 5 again. And then 5 and 3, that's 8. Capricorn, Saturn. You probably have good Saturn synastry. 5 and 2, you probably have Neptune as well. 7 is Neptune, Pisces. So that's pile 2. And if you chose pile 3, we're coming up on the new moon in Taurus tomorrow, April 22nd. It will be conjunct Uranus, square Saturn and Aquarius. Excellent time to focus on what you want to manifest, plant the seeds. 7 of Pentacles, plant the seeds. Watch your garden grow. 4 of Pentacles, Value what you already have. Be grateful for what you already have. Knight of Swords. Be pristine, immaculate in your communication. Eight of Pentacles. One of my personal favorites. It's all about being mano a mano with someone. A mutual exchange of energy. An excellent foundation for a deeply gratifying 3D relationship. King of Pentacles. Five of Swords. The Moon. Queen of Cups. Three of Cups. 10 of Cups. Five of Wands. Seven of Wands. Temperance. Seven of Swords. Two of Cups. And Six of Wands. That's a beautiful note to end on. Begins with Seven of Pentacles. Having faith. And it ends on Six of Wands. Victory. Triumph. That is quite significant. I noticed right away that these two signifiers, the first and last row, we have King of Pentacles, the husband card, Queen of Cups, the most loving and gracious of all the queens, sandwiching Five of Swords, and the Moon. So, what I get right away, and that never happens, by the way, that I have two signifiers, first and last row, sandwiching two cards like that. That's beautiful. What I get right away is that you and this person, your person of interest, likely have an incredibly strong, deep, profound, intense 5D connection. This is definitely a spiritual connection. Two of Cups, 10 of Cups, Three of Cups over Temperance. The focus here is on balance. Feeling good inside your life, whatever life you have created for yourself at this time. Feel it. Feel gratitude. Be grateful for whatever you have, however minimal it may seem. Feel the gratitude. Focus on balance, stability, raising your vibration to the sky. Impatience will knock you down to the lower vibration. Feeling anger, resentment, bitterness, feeling cheated in some way, feeling mistrust, that's going to knock you down to a lower vibration. You have to fight it tooth and nail. I'm very familiar with this energy, the energy of the moon. Neptune, Pisces. Not being sure who you can trust. Not feeling like you're firmly rooted in reality. If you're an empath, if you're spiritual at all, if you are always getting downloads, you have to be super vigilant about creating boundaries and protecting your energy. With the moon, there are no boundaries. You're all over the place. So that makes you very susceptible to psychic attacks and drawing people into your life who are going to be basically energy vampires. There are so many things you can do to protect your energy. So many things you can do to bring stability, terra firma into your life. You have to start with yourself. You have to find the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups in yourself before you can find it in another person in the context of a romantic sexual relationship. you have to be able to trust yourself and your choices. Raising the vibration, there are so many ways you can do that. I recommend consistent meditation. I recommend all the time to my clients keeping a manifestation journal, being very conscious of the patterns you've created in your life. What patterns do you want to eradicate? The new moon is an excellent time to release old patterns and create new patterns. Subliminal binaural beats. When I go to sleep, I'm playing Thomas Hall subliminal binaural beats. It sounds like the rain is falling, but there are subliminal suggestions. There's one for abundance, law of attraction, attracting money, attracting love into your life, overcoming negativity. There's all kinds of stuff available at YouTube. I recommend mirror work. I do mirror work consistently. I do meditation consistently. So I was just discussing this with my son. I'm very familiar with this unstable energy of the moon with the Seven of Swords, feeling this mistrust, wondering, what is this person's motivation? Or when someone comes into your life thinking, what could this person want with me? This person is so much better looking than I am. This person is so much smarter than I am. This person is so much more successful than I am. Blah, yada, blah. You have to find the Ten of Cups and Two of Cups in yourself first and foremost. So, your person of interest could have strong earth in his or her chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and or Mercury. They could also be focused on their abundance right now. It could be that you and this person had a casual affair months ago, years ago. Could be in the recent past, possibly. It could have been a situationship. It could have been friends with benefits. But that's on the surface. That's in the 3D. Deeper, there is something connecting you. Again, I'm seeing crazy, intense 5D connection with the moon and all these cups and the Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups in the last row. It could be that this is a strong, powerful spiritual connection, but your person is not aware of that. They're not conscious of what exactly this connection is. Temperance, divine balance. This person just knows they feel better when they're communicating with you or when they're spending time with you in the 3D. They just feel better. This person loves your energy. There's not a strong emphasis on sex here. We have the Five of Wands and the Six of Wands, and we have the Seven of Wands. So there is attraction, but the focus here is on energy, the spiritual connection. I'm getting that you're probably a lot more aware of it than this person is. They're very focused on the material realm, the 3D. Seeing a hard worker. You're more adept at the 5D realm, the realm of intuition. You're probably a lot more spiritual than this person. You're more comfortable with emotions. You probably have strong water in your chart. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and or Mercury. And you're feeling optimistic about this connection. You feel like this person is worth waiting for. You feel like this person is worth fighting for. That's a very positive last row. Eight of Pentacles. A relationship in the 3D where you're sharing a home, you're sharing resources, you're on the same page, you have shared values, you're having good, gratifying sex on a consistent basis. and you both believe it's worth fighting for, and you have victory, you have triumph in this deeply gratifying, mutually beneficial relationship. It's like I say often, all that true love really is a mutual exchange of energy. You're both giving, you're both receiving, you're collaborating on a life together. One person is not doing all the work. So when will this person contact you again? I'm seeing Cancer season with Queen of Cups, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Moon, which I realize that is Pisces, but all this water, I'm seeing Cancer season, which begins in late June. Okay. We have a 6, Venus, true love. 5, Mercury, Gemini, Virgo, communication. When you and this person are in communication, I feel like the communication is flawless. You understand each other. You probably have really good Mercury synastry. You could have Mercuries that are conjunct or trine, tidal or 5 degrees or less. Intellectual equals. So we have 5 and 6. We have 7, Neptune, Pisces. You probably have strong Neptune in your synastry as well. And 2, the Moon, Cancer. Strong Moon synastry. I'm seeing really good synastry here. 6 again. And 4, stability. And this is the number of Aquarius. Focus on your stability, focus on your abundance, focus on your energy, raising your vibration to the sky. The more adept you become at balance, equilibrium, and raising your vibration, taking excellent care of yourself, the more abundance you're going to manifest in your life. And when I say abundance, I mean money, I mean spiritual gifts, I mean deeply gratifying relationships. So that is pile 3. And if you chose pile 4, love the sage. We have 8 of Cups, 4 of Swords, 3 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles again, Strength, King of Swords, the Fool, 3 of Swords again, Justice, Ace of Swords, the Chariot, King of Pentacles. There's a time range for this one. This is the first pile that has a time range. The time range is Gemini season to Cancer season. That's when this person's going to contact you. It begins with 8 of Cups, which in some decks, 8 of Cups is Scorpio, but regardless. 8 of Cups, the Chariot, that's Cancer. And we have King of Swords over Ace of Swords. I see Ace of Swords as Gemini season because Ace is the beginning and Gemini is the first air sign in the air trinity. So Gemini season begins in late May. Cancer season begins in late June. You have a range for when this person's going to contact you. Gemini to Cancer season. We also have a Leo card, but I'm really seeing Gemini or Cancer season. But don't get too hung up on linear time. Don't get too stuck in the 3D. Don't get too stuck or hung up on expectations. Let go and let God. Breathe in, breathe out. We have Queen of Pentacles twice. We have Three of Swords twice. And we have King of Pentacles. Interesting. If this is not a third party or multiple party situation, meaning you're with someone and your person of interest is with someone else, if that's not the case, it could be this person wants to manifest a substantial relationship with you. It could also be that this person is currently focused on finances, on money, on acquiring material abundance. Whatever the case may be, it looks like the two of you walked away from this connection. You walked away, and with all this major arcana, especially the Hanged Man showing up in the first row, there's no sense of urgency here. Yes, we have the Eight of Wands, inspired, passionate communication, but I'm looking at all the cards around it. And we do have the Ace of Swords and King of Swords. But I would say with all this major arcana, especially in the first row, that is a fuck ton. To have Eight of Cups walking away and then three major arcana in the first row. That tells me there's no sense of urgency for taking this to the next level. There's not an emphasis here on two people who feel so passionately about each other that they're going to come together in the 3D and create a marriage. I'm seeing pain. I'm seeing disappointment. This person has failed to meet your expectations. This person has hurt you more than once. You've absolutely put yourself out there. You have given your heart to this person. You've opened yourself up to this person. I feel like for a lot of you, you're the one who tends to initiate contact. I feel like you have expressed your truest, deepest feelings to this person, and they may have rejected you. For this pile, there could be blocked across all social media. This person could have ghosted you. You still have faith. You have faith that eventually this person's going to return. And I do feel like they are going to contact you. But it's very mixed. I'm not seeing that when they contact you, it's going to be especially romantic. I feel like it's going to be very matter of fact. It could come across as cold when they finally contact you. If this person is in a relationship, a serious relationship, if this person is married, I don't see that marriage ending anytime soon. So I'm thinking on multiple levels here. If I said that there's the potential for this to go from connection to relationship, something serious, I'm leaning more toward this being, at the very least, third party, if not multiple party. And this last row being about you being rejected again. So when they contact you, I'm just seeing rejection. I'm not seeing anything especially romantic or sexual. Even though we have the Eight of Wands, I'm looking at all the cards around the Eight of Wands. I'm seeing major arcana. I'm seeing swords. I'm seeing possibly other people. And if this person is not married or with someone else, I just see that they're not in the head space or the heart space to create anything substantial in the 3D with you. I mean, there are no cups here. The only cups, Eight of Cups, is the first card, walking away from something. So we have Eight of Cups and all this major arcana. It could be when this person contacts you again, it could be the last straw. The proverbial straw that broke the camel's back. You could say, okay, I'm finally done. This person is not going to give me what I need. We're not going to be able to create a satisfying relationship in the 3D. So I'm going to finally walk away from this for good and let go. Again, I get the strong feeling this person has disappointed you and rejected you more than once. I'm not sure why you're holding on to this. I've been there more than once. When you have intense feelings for someone and you keep hoping that the dynamic between you will change, but it just doesn't. I've absolutely been in the energy of the Fool, risking my heart more than once for someone who just continued to put the swords in it. So, to be honest, which I always am, I don't see a lot of optimism. I don't see a lot of hope for pile 4. This could end really badly. This could end badly, but also be good in the sense that it's going to be a new beginning for you, because you're finally going to realize you're not going to ever create anything substantial or satisfying with this person in this lifetime. Keep in mind, this is a general reading for a vast collective. This is not going to speak to everyone's situation. Don't get too emotionally attached to this. For signifiers, so we have the King of Swords, and we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like your person of interest probably has strong air in his or her chart: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and or Mercury. And you probably have an Earth dominant chart: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and or Mercury. Oh, wow. 3 5s. Gemini, Virgo, Mercury. I feel like the communication between you and this person is very unsatisfying. It's sporadic, it's sketchy, it doesn't feel good. When you receive communication from this person, you have a knot in your stomach. Your stomach is all twisted up. Your nerves are on edge. You're thinking, fuck, what are they going to tell me now? It doesn't feel good. It's not soft, it's not loving, it's not warm, it's not gracious. I'm seeing a very cold person, the king or queen of rejection. 6, that is Venus, which rules Taurus and Libra. Love. I feel like you absolutely have love for this person, but I feel like it's unrequited. I don't feel like they have love for you. You see their value, they do not see your value. So that's what I have for pile 4. I am always available for personal, in-depth, private readings, which I do on the webcam as pre-recorded videos. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.